Well, it's almost looking like something you can live in. What's going on, guys? So it is Monday, July 6th, and we are kicking off week 3 of this barn door build. Last week, we got the full roof on the living area, as well as the shop. And this week, we are going to be starting siding. So by the end of this week, this should be a weather-tight structure and should really start looking like our home. So, builders should be here soon. Let's get to work. Okay, so they're starting to sheathe the living area, and as they're sheathing it, they are framing in where the windows are gonna go. So it's really cool to be able to get to see that and get a visual of where those are gonna be. All right, so we're gonna get a total of 9 windows in here. So each bedroom will get a window, and then there will be like 6 windows out in the living area, kitchen area, and then both man doors have windows as well. We're also getting the whole living area with sheathing. To save on cost, we weren't going to sheathe the barn, but as you can see here, they are sheathing the back of it. So when I asked him, he said, yeah, we have to do that because otherwise the siding won't line up. So it was just a lot easier for them to sheathe the gable ends of the barn as well. So then all the siding is even across. So the only thing that isn't getting sheathed is the north side of the barn. Seem to be having some forklift issues. Well, they must be having issues with the forklift because they haven't really done much more. They're undoing the windows and putting them underneath, but this thing has not moved. And that was their main workhorse. So I'll bring it up to speed in the morning, but this thing did end up breaking down, and this guy's here at about 8 o'clock at night fixing it up, so we should be back in action in the morning. Got ourselves a nice little rainbow. Waking up to a rainbow the other way. Good morning, guys. Well, yesterday they had a little bit of a rough start on the Monday. Their forklift here ended up breaking a little bit, so they were able to get some of the windows framed. As you can see, there's a man door there. These are the windows that are going to go from the kitchen sink, and then these larger ones here, they haven't cut out the purlins yet, will be the bedrooms. So 1 window in each bedroom. They got the windows unpackaged here, as you can see, black on the outside, and the inside will be white. But their mechanic did come for that thing last night, so looks like he fixed it. So we should be back to rolling pretty good today, I'd imagine. Here we go. Builders will be here soon, and we'll see where we get. So with their telehandler all fixed up, they were able to continue the sheathing. And the reason we weren't going to sheathe the barn is, like I said, to save on cost. We wanted the living area sheathed just because that's where we'll be living. We wanted everything sealed up good. But as far as the barn goes, they're putting the vapor barrier on, and we are getting spray foam insulation anyway, which provides some integrity there and stiffens things up. So it's not a bad option just to put on the metal siding. You know, the Tyvek goes in between the metal siding and the wall girts, and then you spray foam directly to that. But like I said, for the gable ends of the barn, they ended up sheathing it, so it actually worked out really well. We just had one side that wasn't sheathed. Once the living area was sheathed, they ended up cutting out all the windows, Tyvecking over that, and was shaping up really well. Alrighty, well, we got our first windows going in. So like I said, we got 9 total windows, and we ended up going with black windows, which was way more expensive than white, but in the end, I think it'll really be worth it. It's a much more modern look, and will really look sharp against the white siding. Oh man, those black windows are gonna look so sharp against that white siding. Once that comes together, that's gonna look good. Oh man, we are putting a man door on too. Okay, walking in the living room. That's a stapler. That's what they use to put up the tie back.
So you hammer it like...
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Alright guys, Code came to check out the framing, and assuming all is good, we will be siding tomorrow. But let's take a look at what we got done today. So, we got windows. We got a door. Looking fantastic. This is gonna look really, really nice with that white siding. I can't wait to see what it looks like against that white siding. So this is where the kitchen sink will be, in that middle one. And there's two nice little ones on the outside of that, which is a really nice touch. Gives it a good look. The windows kind of really give it a homier look, you know, to show that it's really not gonna be just a barn. The back, we only have one window going in. That's gonna be one of the back bedrooms for one of the kids, and the whole thing is tie-backed. So let me take you inside. So as you can see, the outside of the windows are black, and then the insides are white. So that'll look kind of nice. This is kind of funky. The exterior door, the inside's white, the outside's obviously black, but the grids in the window are black, and so is the trim outside the window. So that's kind of weird that they don't match the windows, but quite actually surprised about that. But anyway, like I said, the two outside little ones are a really nice touch, and this is kind of where the kitchen sink will be. And then on the other side of this door will kind of be, so just be a larger open area here, kind of living room-ish. There'll be an island here, sink, you know, stove, fridge. It's just this open living area concept, just to kind of paint the picture for you. And then the bedroom windows are the biggest windows of all of them. Those are great big windows. Each bedroom only has one window, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. So that's the big one that's got to go there. And then these two front ones are for the front. So obviously they haven't put those posts in until they come in here and do final grading for the floor. But those windows will be one on this side of that hole, and then the other right here. And then over here will be our front door, and this will be like a little mud room. And there will be a door here out to the shop. And we'll just get there when we get there, because I'm not going to explain all of it. But that's to kind of paint a rough picture for you. So assuming all went good with the code enforcer here today, just checking on all the framing, we will be putting up siding tomorrow, and that will look really nice, really start making it look good. But I think that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for today. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. Well, they're gonna start on siding here, but bad news. I crashed my drone yesterday and broke one of the propellers, so it will not fly at the moment. I love getting drone footage of this stuff, so it's kind of a bummer I won't be able to get it right now. I do have my other cameras that I'll get some of, but replacement propellers will be here tomorrow, so I'll be able to pick back up with it then. We'll get some footage today of them installing it with my good camera. It's just a camera that can't fly and get a good view, but that's all right. We're siding, and it is gonna look very good the end of this week, so super pumped. So it's not as satisfying as the drone footage, but I got a little bit of footage here of them doing the living area. But luckily the propellers came the next day, so I was able to pick back up with the drone footage then. Alrighty, getting the siding on the barn side completed. Still got to do the back, but the other guys starting the soffits that are on the living area, and we went with black on that too. We actually went with black vinyl soffits. So the coolest part about all this siding is we got 17-foot walls on the barn portion here, and the siding is literally cut to 17 feet. So it's cut to fit right from the factory. I don't know if they get it done at the specific company, but as you can see, they just literally have to cut around the windows and doors. But the other pieces, where there is no windows and doors, it just literally goes on really quickly. So that's really nice. It'll be completely seamless and goes right up to the top. So really cool. What do you think?
Looks good.
What do you think, Manny?
Kind of looks grayish on like one side,
Yeah.
and the other side looks like.
But I like it better than bright white.
I do too.
And then the back took a little longer because they got to cut along the angle of the roof here. And then the back of the shop part, they go up to the black trim piece that you'll see in a little bit. And then they got to cut to the angle of that roof above that. So took a little longer, but went up really good. I was just flying the drone and I definitely think I got a couple bugs. There's a lot of bug guts on it with the propellers. Alright, I don't even know where we're at footage wise, but anyway, it is Saturday, July 11th, and the builders are back here working. So they're working on a Saturday, and as you can see, I got the drone back. So drone footage is back in action, and I will be posting this tomorrow, Sunday, July 12th. So we will see where we're at for the end of week 3 tomorrow. Well, it's almost looking like something you can live in. Alrighty guys, so it is now Sunday, July 12th, and we got to the end of week 3 of this build, which it's actually only a little over 2 weeks because the first week started on a Thursday. But anyway, it is looking very nicely here. So at the beginning of this week, we just had the roof on, and now by the end of it, we've got windows in, we've got man doors in, we've got siding on, and it's really starting to look like our home and shop. So while we're over here, they did start the soffit, which we went with vinyl black soffit. It's a little cheaper than the metal. It saves on the price of material there and labor. It's a lot less labor intensive than metal, and it looks honestly pretty good. The only really downside to vinyl for me is it fades really easy in the sun, but for a soffit, it ain't gonna get any sun. So that'll be good for a long, long time. As you can see over here, the fascia isn't installed yet, but the back, it is installed. So it gives you kind of a good, clean look there. And the back is pretty much completely done outside of the window that's got to go there for one of the bedrooms. They had to send that back because they were having issues with the frame. It was bent or something. So they had to send it back to replace it. What do you got? Oh my gosh.
Mine's purple.
Look at that. That's a good looking garlic. So when they were doing it, we were kind of unsure about the corner trim being black, but now that the back is all tied up and good, we actually really like it. And this piece is another piece we were kind of unsure of, but now that it's there and the corner trims are on, the fascia and everything kind of flows really nicely, and we honestly really like it. So happy with that. This side is pretty much complete too. This is the shop side. Got the man door, all the trim, fascia, soffit installed, and as of right now, we are not doing windows over here in the shop area. I got a window in the man door, and there will be windows in the front overhead doors, which will be plenty for me for now. So that's looking good. And then yesterday they came and put the 2x4s on the upright sections, the little skirt board pieces, and as you can see, the top of that door. So that'll give you a height of the door, give you a visual of that. It's going to be 14 foot tall and it's 12 foot wide. And then this one they still got to do, but I'm assuming tomorrow they will be siding that. And actually tomorrow I have my main contact of the builder coming, and we're going to go over utilities in here and do that stuff. So it is really starting to look like something. They also dropped all this off. This is just fiberglass bat insulation, which I believe is going in this wall between the living area and the shop area for soundproofing. So that'll go between there, and then there will be drywall on that wall because it's got to be a firewall. So they'll be installing that. That's where the other bedroom window is that needs to get replaced, and then those two got to go up there. So I think we're on schedule for this week. Plumbing and electric we're gonna be doing this week. So things are really beginning to move, but really like how this is looking, the living area here. And then I really would like to come up with some ideas for some wood accent pieces. I would like to do, I love how the white and the black go together, but I really want to add in some like cedar, natural wood accents to really button it up once we get there and tie it all together. I think that all looks really good. So maybe like a little cedar accent thing up in the gable that I'll do after the builders are all done here and everything. Lots of ideas, but man, it's coming together. We are super pumped. We started on June 25th. It's now July 12th, and this is where we're at. So we will pick back up this week and start week 4 of the build. So stay tuned, and I will catch you then.